Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be fitting a battery in my Nextbase 512Gw. So the battery I've got here was purchased off eBay. It was about £5. I couldn't exactly find the exact power rating or milliamp hours. It does state in the manual it's a 3.7 volt, 250 milliamp hour, but I could only find the 300. So the 300 actually measures out to, on a rough scale, 30 mil lengthways, width, like it's a 19 mil, 19 and a half, and the thickness is, it did say 6 mil, 5.75. So this one is 3.7, 300 milliamp. To take this apart, what we'll need, I did do a review on this, and yeah, I did try to improve them as much as I could. So I still think there's room for more improvement on all the metal bits. Just get me tweezers. So I will try and improve them a bit more, get a more smoother finish and a bit more better. But yeah, not a bad piece of kit. So the two tools I'll be using are these and the tweezers. So I've got my screwdriver. It's a Draper Phillips. So that's not bad, pretty small. It'll work for what I want to do. So what we need to do is, if you look on the top, there's screw there, and at the bottom there's one there and one there. So what you need to do is try and keep, when you remove the screws, trying to keep them in order so that you don't mix and match. That's what it says in the manual anyway, but we'll go ahead and remove the two screws at the top. One, I'm just going to line them up just at the top here in order. So I know these two are the top ones, so the bottom ones, so that's one there, that's the bottom one, and that's the other one. Right, we've got those four removed. So what I'm going to do now is use the removal tools, these. So they've got a pretty good edge on them. Plastic, won't mark the plastic. So what I'm going to do is try and oop, that was quick. Got one in, and then use the other one. I'm just running this all the way around, see how it's all unclipping. So put that one down. Just do this gently. Oop. It's virtually coming apart anyway, so you can, don't tempt yourself to use a screwdriver or you'll mess up all the casing. There we go. It's all coming apart. If you can see it. Probably not the best at soldering, but there we go. Positive could do. So I'll put those to one side, a bit more. So now that should come up. So what you've got to be careful and watch out for is those ribbon cables in there. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to take the main one off, which is there. I'm going to disconnect that one there and disconnect this one here, this one here. So all you need to do is flick that up. This is where the tweezers can come in handy, but be careful not to touch anything. Pull that out, that's one. And then this one here, do the same thing. Push that tab up. There you go, that'll release that. Could do with plastic tweezers here. So now you've removed those two ribbon cables. So what you need to do now is remove that cable there to release the circuit board. That one there. So same thing again, flick it out and remove this cable here. There we go. So that's that. So what you want to do now is there's 4 screws. There's one there, there, one underneath this pad here. Get that removed. There's one there. You also need to take this little microphone out as well. So that should just pop out. Get that out. There we go, that's out. So I'm just going to take those screws out. Same principle. Just make sure that the screws you take out, you put them back in the same place. So just going to do that. So what we're going to do now is take the circuit board out to reveal the battery. So I'm just going to pry this up. You've got to be careful that that's a sensor which needs to be coming out as well. So from the top, it is fiddly. Just work it gently. I'll tell you why it won't come out. I didn't take my card out. There we go. And there's the, don't pull it too much, the battery's just there. So what I'm going to do, pull the battery out. And there we have it. That's a 3.8 volt, 290 milliamp. So we just need to unsolder that. Right, got my soldering iron heated up. Just apply a bit of solder, clean the tip. So let's get this off. There we go, that's the battery off. So we've got the old battery off. Now we're just going to put the new one on. So let's get these wires tinned. So those two are on. There we go. I'd say that was a lot better. So now we're just going to put it all back together. So what we're going to do now is refit the battery. In fact, let's do it this way. So that's in there. Fold these wires in. Bring the circuit board down, but make sure that that goes in its place. And remember that cable there, which you need to flick up. So that's all in. So start putting the screws back in. Don't forget your microphone. Put that in. There we go, that's in. And now fitting the ribbon cables in. That's a good sign. Take your time. There we go. Flick back in. So we just need to put the pad back on there. and everything should clip back in place. And there we have it. That's all back in. So we'll put the two bottom ones in. And there we have it. All complete and working. If you like this video, like, subscribe and share.